Booker T. Washington cornerback Kyle Mayberry is running a little late, but we continue with our signing day special, standing here with Bartlesville cornerback A.J. Parker headed to Kansas State. So we got back-to-back cornerbacks coming on the show, both you and Kyle being among the state's best at the position, plus a little Kansas State showdown in the future between the two of you. First off, thanks for coming up. We appreciate your time this evening.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your signing day. That's kind of the theme of this evening, where I want to hear about how your signing day went. Just the thought of finally achieving the dream of playing major college football, starting in the morning by officially sending in the letter of intent, and of course Bartlesville had a ceremony with all of their athletes signing college scholarships.
Well, I'm gonna start with the night before because it was like Christmas Eve. I couldn't go to sleep. I went to sleep really late, and then I woke up excited. We showed up at the school, and we all signed and everything, and our family and friends were there, and that meant a lot to me. And just it was surreal to sign that paper and know that I was going to fulfill one of my lifelong dreams, and playing college football. And throughout the day, I was just happy. I mean, I had stress came off my shoulders from worrying about it for so long, and it was a good feeling.
We'll get more into your recruitment here in a bit, but I want to talk about your career at Bartlesville. The Bruins had a really good season this last year, and it had a lot to do with the fact that you've been playing with these guys for so long, starting early on as freshmen and sophomore, and now you're seniors this year. You have a chance to have a really special season. How would you define your career at Bartlesville?
My career, I started as a sophomore. I started out just playing corner, and then I had an okay season then. I mean, I was little and I was undersized, but still covering guys. And then junior year, I kind of bulked up and I hit my growth spurt, and I grew, and I was playing both sides of the ball, and that really helped a lot because I was one of the main receivers on the offensive side, and people really didn't throw it to my side on the defensive side. And then senior year, and just everything came together. Quarterback started throwing good balls, running back came in. We had our defensive line. Our defense played a lot better than we did junior year. We had a new defense coordinator, and with this new defense, it helped a lot. It made our linebackers not have to think as much, so they played off of instinct, and that helped us a lot. So senior year, I mean, it all kind of came together because the group, our senior group, we've been playing together since second grade, and I played with our quarterback for 11 plus years.
Wow.
So, I mean, we've all grew up knowing each other, playing on the same baseball, basketball teams. So we're just really a tight-knit group, and I think that came and helped us a lot senior year.
A guy that was on this team and on the defense specifically that I really like, and in fact, looking around at some other, prospect rankings and things like that, I feel like I'm the highest on him out of anybody. Tristan Crowder. I just want to get your perspective because I have my opinion on him. The dude is a beast. I think he's going to tear it up at Missouri State. You've been his teammate for a while. What's he like?
He's always been a freak. He's just his size and his speed and his explosiveness is just. I've never seen it before. And growing up playing YMCA ball, I mean, kids couldn't tackle him. He was barely made the weight limit, and he was faster than everybody else on the team. So I've just seen him growing up, and he's matured a lot, and he's excelling. I would expect him to do big things at Missouri State. In fact, we actually play him second game, I think, this year.
Who wins?
Kansas State. It's not. I've already talked to him about it. It's not even gonna be close.
Man, blowout city, second game of the season. I love you, Tristan, but you're going down, apparently. All right. Now let's talk about your recruitment. You were committed to Air Force there for about a week, maybe a couple weeks. Then you had a late push from Kansas State. Your recruitment overall, we'll get into the visit to Manhattan over the weekend, and then, of course, committing to K-State earlier this week and signing today. But your recruitment overall, how would you describe it?
Wild. I mean, for the longest, I thought I was going FCS. I didn't even really give Air Force a shot because, I mean, it's military, and the perception is you go and then you're going to have to go overseas somewhere and serve. So, I mean, when I went on my visit, the coaches there, they treated me well. And what got me, I think, was financially how set I would have been if I went there. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tough with basic and everything, but I mean, it's a good school, it's good education. Out of college, you can get a job anywhere. But and then K-State came before I committed, but I didn't think it was something that's going to bloom into anything. And then closer it got, they became more interested, and I went down there. And originally I was supposed to be a gray shirt, and then they offered me to start in the fall, which I accepted. But I mean, when I went down there with Coach Schneider, and he was all about family, and I'm big on that. He was all about family and playing together and playing as a team, and that really got to me. And I talked to my parents and realized that's where I wanted to go.
Was it a deal where you go on the visit to Manhattan and coming back, you took some time, like you mentioned, you talked to family, and I even remember talking to you before you committed to Air Force. You said, I might commit to Air Force, but I want to talk to my family about it when I get back from the visit. So I know that family definitely played a huge part into it. Going to K-State, was it a deal where it was kind of hard not to commit on the spot while you were there, or a situation where you knew you had to come home and give it some time and think about it?
I mean, we went, and my mom and dad fell in love with the place. They loved it. It's 3 hours away, so my mom was very fond of that, and she really didn't want me going to military.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was one of those where I got there, and I mean, I had to go late Saturday morning because I had a game that Friday night. But I mean, I got toured around, and I saw the facilities and the weight room and the locker room. I talked to my DB coach, Coach Hayes, and it was just one of those things where I just instantly fell in love.
Now we got your highlights playing here on our screen up there at the top. There you got the cover corner. How would you describe your skills on the field? Are you a guy who likes to play close to the line of scrimmage? We saw it a little bit there, and now we got some offense here from you as well. How would you describe yourself as a cornerback?
I'm one of the bigger corners in the state. I'm a 6'1", and I'm long. I mean, sometimes I could play physical. Sometimes I can play off man. I mean, the thing I like about my game is I could adjust to anything. I could play cover 4, I could play zone, I could play man. I can adapt to any defense, but I mean, I like playing man, getting my hands on and running with the receivers.
We got Kyle Mayberry coming up. Obviously, he's also one of the top defensive backs in the state in this 2016 class, headed to the University of Kansas. One-on-one situation. You played a little offense this year as well. I know you guys played Booker T. Washington this season in the regular season. They got the edge on a late field goal. Who's the better corner? Who's shutting down the most receivers, you or Kyle?
I got to say me. I got to.
Now, who wins when you guys play each other at the next level?
K-State has to come out with the W.
AJ, thanks so much for coming out. We appreciate your time, and congratulations on signing with Kansas State. I know it's been a special day for you. Congratulations on the amazing career, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best up in Manhattan.
Thank you.
He's A.J. Parker, Bartlesville corner, now headed up to Manhattan, Kansas to play for Bill Snyder and the Kansas State Wildcats. What's that?
That's EMA right there.
EMA? This is EMA right here?
You got to open it.
Oh, you got to open it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm learning new things every day. He's A.J. Parker. I'm Michael Knight. This is the OK Preps Signing Day special right here on your home for National Signing Day in Oklahoma, okpreps.com.